Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. Just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's just dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, PFP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind. It's like some magic's floating all in the air. Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way. It's time for working and I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. We start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving no hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a with flair, I'll say he ain't got nothing on it. When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horses cold brew. Third verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say, a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, wubba lub love. Drink all the coffee, chug a lug lug. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck. It's one.
Good morning, all of you beautiful nerds from around the world, and welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live, the very best way to start your nerdy day. And on today's show, a plethora of exciting, captivating, titillating, can't think of another aiding Star Wars news. Yoda, new look. We actually went over Yoda a little bit yesterday, but some other people had some things to say. We're going to talk a little bit about Yoda, see what you guys think about Yoda. Also, you know we got to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Grace Randolph reporting big problem for the Mandalorian behind the scenes. We did a video on it yesterday. That video is very popular. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to break that down, get into the minutia of it. And if that wasn't enough, John Boyega, in an exclusive interview, I believe with Esquire, I'm not 100% on that. We're going to look into it. Well, he said a few things. John Boyega said a few things. Man, Disney's having a rough year. You know, like they decided we're going to take a whole year off from Marvel. That's the strat. Take a whole year off. And as we will get into in just a little bit here, the Star Wars stuff. It's GQ. Thank you, Bashi. Bashi always on top of that kind of stuff. Bashi's like, brings the style, brings the swankiness to the den. Also, I gotta be completely real with you all. I just rolled out of bed. Chet came in and woke me up. Josh checked the chat. Oh, I will. Don't worry. I know. I saw the October 30th thing. Actually, They tweeted that as I was tweeting about this show. And if you think that music big loud, chat. And if you think it's completely random for them to tweet out about when the actual date is coming out, with no trailer, by the way. No trailer. No trailer. Damn it, chat. Everybody's all fired up about the music. Look, I just woke up, okay? So everybody get off my back. I was with it. Right on. Finally, don't have to listen to Josh. All right, before we get into all that, let's say what's up. Say good morning to all the beautiful nerds, man. Mike Porter's in the building, and Mike is, like, lately, Mike has been in, like, first in to the Nerd Vendors Tower. And Mike seems to be able to get around a little bit better than even Ryan. We'll have to look at these security clearances and see what's going on. Mr. Deed is in the building. Jamie is here. Gray is here. Will Bonin is here. Dandrix is here. Darth Clean Reaper Reviews. Josh is in the building. Equals MCU. Adam G. Brian Bufka. Drew, Bill M. Dakota. Boshti, of course. Justin's here. Wes is here. Kendall's here. Jordan's in the building. Stormy's here. Dingo Gaming. Brian K. A lot of beautiful people in here, man. Coachella Coastal. Peter Ferret. We got AB joining the Nerdvenger Prime membership. Welcome, AB. Welcome, man. Lord Vito's in here. Mike is in here. Jacob's Quest is in here. Jacob's Quest. Oh, man. Mark Hampton. Ooh, bunch of beautiful people in here. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Show notes! Show notes! Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, look, you got to do me a favor. What are you doing tonight at 8 p.m.? Let me know, would you? Can you let me know in chat? What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? What's going on? Let me holler at you. Justin Simone says nerd card. You goddamn right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Making sandwiches, says Richard. Right on. Look, as you're making your sandwiches, Richard, as you're making, stop on by this very same channel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the final round of the first season of the Nerd Card Showdown. A champion team will be crowned tonight. You guys don't realize. Let me just be 100% real about something. Let me pause this. Chat. Pause music. Let me tell you guys something. Okay? Let me tell you something. The Nerd Card Showdown is going to blow up. Okay? All the pieces are there. We just got to tighten it up a little bit, figure out a few things here and there, start promoting the shit out of it, get it in front of people's faces. It's going to blow up. It's going to be one of the biggest things on the internet. I like to stay humble. I like to keep our targets, low. I don't like to aim high. But the fact of the matter is, I've been told by many people that it is going to be one of the biggest shows on the internet. It might be played live at conventions whenever the planet gets back to normal. It's going to be one of the most epic things ever. You are not going to want to say to your kids and your grandkids, oh, Nerd Card Showdown. No, I remember when that thing was first starting up. In fact, I remember the final episode of season 1, and Josh said, hey, you're probably going to want to watch this. You're going to want to say, I was there. But I was making sandwiches instead, so sorry, kids. Grandpa didn't watch the Nerd Card Showdown live at the end of season 1. I know it's the biggest thing in the world now. Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. And, show up later for the Nerd Card Showdown tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be dope. Now, look, other show notes. Friday night. How many of you guys are watching The Boys Friday night? Huh? Huh? You watching The Boys? You heard of The Boys? I would have watched the Nerd Card Showdown, but then I got high. Then I got high. Santa says, nope, The Boys ain't for Santa. Santa understood. All we can hope is that you don't give us all coal in our stockings for us enjoying it. You know what I mean? Our proclivities to like those kind of things. Yeah, Will Bonin says, woo, new content. You goddamn right. Who's watching Mando on October 30th? Come on, bro. Everybody is. By the way, the end of the month, I'm kind of pissed about that. We'll talk about it. Okay, look, if you're watching The Boys, if you're a Nerdvenger member, dude, get high and watch the showdown. Good advice, Kendall. Guys, we're going to be watching The Boys together on Friday. I'm going to put a poll up. In fact, I'll put the poll up right after the show. I promise you. Chet, make sure I don't just fucking bail out of here and go get a sandwich or something. We're going to put a poll up. We're either going to start at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., or 7 p.m. Friday night. We're going to do a watch party, and we are going to watch The Boys. First 3 episodes, Friday night. You, me, Bashti, likely Jason. We're all going to get together. We're going to kick some back, and we're going to enjoy watching The Boys together. Make sure you are there. And also, you Nerdvenger members, we were supposed to have an epic stream on Saturday. We had a morning stream, a remembering stream for Mr. Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in power. This Saturday, we're coming back, baby. This Saturday, I'm going to show you all the new toys in Nerdvenger's Tower. And we're going live with all the new streaming stuff. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of it, Monday. We're going Monday. It's going to be spicy. Now, look. I want to also try to find time to give Trinity a call and talk about some comics. Merch. Dude. Renee, merch by Saturday. I promise. Renee, I promise. Merch by Saturday. I promise you. By Saturday. Because all this stuff, man. Whoo, it's coming. Get on with the Star Wars stuff already, says Lorenz Villain. Okay, fine. Do you understand I just woke up? No sympathy, man. They're just like, you know, what they said to LeBron, shut up and dribble. They're like, shut up and make content! Shut up and talk about Star Wars! Okay, let's talk about the Star Wars stuff. Just dance on screen! Okay. Disney just dropped the logo and release date for Mando Season 2. That is very true. All right, let's just get into it. Let's just go there, okay? Taking cues from Adam. Gotta wait 20 minutes for the content. Amen, dude. Amen. Okay, amen. So how many of you saw the tweeters by Grace Randolph yesterday? I guess more importantly, how many of you saw my take, the video I did on it? Hands. Who saw it? Hands. Disney is such a trash company. I'm so mad about what they did to Finn. We'll get there. Relajate. We will get there. Okay, a few people saw it. Please don't believe that woman. Yeah. I get it. Don't trust Grace Randolph. Oh, the all caps really convinces me. Thanks. I'm a loyal cultist nerd. Amen. Not like I really care much for what Grace says. For sure. I get you. 100%. And I saw, but I don't like Grace. Yeah, 100%. Look, here's the thing, guys. Could she be completely full of shit? Yeah. And I reached out to a ton of different people yesterday, for real. I did. I reached out to many people. And I didn't get a lot back. Okay? And so, god damn it, dude. Chet, you're killing me, dude. Just put some okay, leave that on. Just leave that on, dude. Just leave that on. I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Watch how y'all talk about Josh's future wife. Yeah, for real. Okay, now look. Grace is the queen of this YouTube thing. So here's what's really interesting, okay? Obviously, many of you don't get down with Grace. And I totally get that. I totally get it, dude. I totally understand. There are two things that I still scratch my head about with Grace, and I would bring up to her if, like, in private or whatever, if we were ever to chill. In my dreams, right? Now, look. Number one is the Norman Osborn thing. What the fuck, Grace? Norman Osborn, Spider-Man Far From Home post-credit scene. Now, I know you didn't technically say it. But you heavily implied it. Now, here's the thing. That Norman Osborn stuff, we don't know if 100%, one of two things could be happening. Well, let's say one of three things. Number one, she is completely full of shit. By the way, like, I'm just going to be real, guys. If you think Grace is completely full of shit, like, you're just not thinking objectively. Like, period. The amount of scoops that she has gotten correct, especially with DC lately, is crazy. Now, let's not forget, because I see equals MCU say, I think Grace Connect at WB is 100%, but the one at Disney, nah. Interesting take. Here's the thing, folks. Now, Grace will never give us credit for this. That's fine. Bassack says, not to mention all the other scoopers just called her out. We're going to get there, too, because you know I love talking about the scoopers. At Game of Thrones. They'll eat each other alive, man. These scoopers, for real. Simping and proud, Rao. Now, look. Man, I'm like all over the place. I'm all over the place today. I'm ADD AF right now. So I apologize. If you think that she's just completely full of shit, like, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. And when it came to the Obi-Wan story, Grace was the first person to break ranks, y'all. I mean, technically we were. If we go back to that Obi-Wan story, do you guys remember what happened? And I really want you to lean in, especially if you're a big Grace hater. Lean in. Lean in. Remember when everybody said, oh, there are big problems with Obi-Wan? There were all those, like, reports, these rumors, people are like, and then all of the Hollywood trade mouthpieces, like Anthony Breznican and Scott Mendeldouche, they all came out and said, we're all good here, fam. There's no problems with Obi-Wan. I knew for sure that wasn't true. For sure. And so that Saturday, I went forward and said, nah, man, there's definitely Obi-Wan problems for Kenobi. That Monday, Grace ran her story saying, hey, man, there are definitely problems with the Obi-Wan show. And then all these people tried to downplay it. That Tuesday, they sent the entire cast and crew home. They go home Roger'd everybody. Go home, Roger. And by the way, I know stuff about what happened with The Mandalorian that I cannot say. And all of you people, not all of you, you know, some of you are nice. Some of you are cool. I like a lot of you. But you know who I'm talking to. You people were like, Grace has no connections. Grace doesn't know. Guys, the entire Hollywood system, all of the mouthpieces and all of the sense-making apparatus from the trades was fucking wrong. It was wrong. They were wrong. And they knew they were wrong, and they fucking lied to you. And yet, Grace bad. Grace bad. Grace not know what's going on. Okay. Okay, guys, right on. You know the truth is, this is going to lose us some subscribers. I'm going to get a call from the producer. You know what the truth is? Yo, motherfucker, you guys don't care. You don't care, and you don't think objectively. You just had somebody tell you that Grace is anti-Disney Star Wars. You just had some people, mouthpieces, tell you Grace don't like Disney Star Wars. Therefore, everything she's saying through a false lensing. So let's just get that out of the way. And I loved it, dude. I loved it. You know, everybody get into the comments yesterday being like, oh, it's Grace. It's fucking Grace. That's what you sound like to me. That's what you sound like to me. So let's talk about the scoop itself. First, let's talk about the opposition. Okay, let's talk about it. Did you ask Kessel Run Transmissions about the production rumors? I did. They were one of the many people that I reached out to yesterday about this whole situation. Now, here's the other side of this that I find infuriating. I'm simping hard today. Hey, man, shoot your shot, though. Shoot your shot, you know what I mean? Look. Let's talk about the opposition. Jeremy Conrad came out and said, for what it's worth, I've heard The Mandalorian Season 2 is fantastic, incredible. There's nothing wrong with it. Guys, this is what blows me away. She did not come out and say the show itself, meaning the product, the way the episodes are structured, all of that's the problem. There are problems with the season that they are adjusting with reshoots, which, by the way, was confirmed by a lot of these same scoopers that you are saying were debunking Grace. You got to be careful and really look at what they're actually saying. Like Jordan Mason described, normal reshoots, normal things going on with the season. Kessel Run Transmissions said, and actually scooped before Grace, that there were specific scenes being shot for Ahsoka for the trailer, and that is likely why the trailer was delayed. Now, being real, a lot of you people were like, I don't even know about that. These Kessel Run kids saying that, I don't know about it. Well, it turns out it's true, at least according to Grace. And according to Jordan Mason. So Disney was not happy with the first trailer. They went and shot something specifically with Ahsoka, and they shot it for the trailer. That's all right out there. Now, again, this is very important. Many of you headline reading other things that I want to say that are inappropriate. You headline reading motherfuckers at a baseline took what she said as saying The Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be awful. That The Mandalorian Season 2, the content was going to be subpar. That is literally not what she said. So if people come out and say, Grace Randolph says, Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be horrible. You're not going to want to watch The Mandalorian Season 2. Oh, man, it's going to be bad. That's not what she said. So if people come out and you think they're debunking her by saying everything I've heard about The Mandalorian Season 2 is that it's going to be brilliant. That's not the same thing. That is not the same thing. What she is implying is that there is a big problem, and the fact that she used the phrase papered over, that implies that it is something they could fix with NDAs and something else legal. Something else legal. And is it really that much of a stretch of an imagination that they would have issues like that? Could be completely unrelated to a ton of different things we've been talking about. It could be the Gina thing. I doubt it. And I hope that it's not. Because you will see me become completely unhinged if that is the case. And by the way, thank you for the new membership. A&M Entertainment. Happy to have you. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. So it could be that. It could also be something like the Ray Park thing. I'm not saying Ray Park was going to be in a ton of The Mandalorian, and then he does what he does and gets the yeet. I'm saying something similar to a different actor or actress could have happened. The fact that she said papered over, to me, really, really screams scandal. Scandal that you could maybe fix. Bask says, she literally said there's a big problem in the season itself. No, she didn't. And they can change the whole second half of the trailer. Dude. No, she didn't. You just got it twisted, my man. Like, I don't know what else to say. She said if you see a big shift about halfway through the season, she wouldn't be surprised. You understand? She never said there's big problems with the season. She said there's a big problem for The Mandalorian. For The Mandalorian. Not in The Mandalorian, for The Mandalorian. Okay? There's normal reshoot stuff, there's stuff they're changing, and they have time to fix it, whatever it is. But here's the other thing. Just to throw you guys a little bit of bone, just to throw you a bone, there is something about what she's saying that doesn't make sense to me, that doesn't track. And here's what it is. She claims that if so few people know about what she's talking about, which would also explain why other scoopers are not on it yet. She claims so few people know about it that she can't talk about what it is exactly because it'll give away her source. But the only issue with that is, doesn't you talking about it even vaguely, if it is this big of a thing and Disney knows exactly what you're talking about, doesn't that also give away your source? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't that give away your source? I don't know. To me, it's a little bit weird. I'll make you guys a deal. I will make you a deal. Rumor is the trailer didn't drop last month because of the poor NBA viewer rating, says Jonathan. Well, here, let's talk about that. This is Pedro hanging out with Ray Park's wife. Oh, Jesus. Look, guys, there's got to be something going on. Because we ain't heard nothing. Today's the first official thing where they're talking about The Mandalorian, and there's no trailer. It's just a post, right? I mean, like, you guys aren't hitting me up with trailer links, right? Here it is. The Mandalorian, the official Twitter account, pinned tweet 26 minutes ago. This is the day. New episode starts streaming on October 30th, Disney Plus The Mandalorian. Fucking what? And we look at the comments. Give us the trailer. I have spoken. Okay, but where's the trailer? Saw the trailer. It's darker. Yeah, just where's the trailer? Like, what? You're going to come out and you're going to make a post that's just a post. It's just a post, guys. And the art looks like it could be from season 1. New episode streaming on October 30th. That's the announcement? Sweet. Cool. Cool story. So I just wanted to rant a little bit about that because I'll make you guys a deal, okay? I will make you a deal. If nothing comes of this, which technically she could still be right, they paper over it, NDAs are signed, nobody talks about it, we're all none the wiser, which is a really shady out, Grace. It's a really shady out you gave yourself. But here's what I will say. If nothing comes from this, then the next time she makes a scoop like this, I will be hesitant to cover it. I will make that promise to you. But you got to meet me halfway. If this ends up being true, then I need the anti-Grace stuff to just be pulled back a little bit. Maybe think about what that means if it is true. If something big comes out, I need y'all to chill. Just chill out. Zach says simp. Do we appropriately cover this topic? Is there any questions about this? Is there any more like flaming you guys want to do, or we can, because we can talk about this for a little bit more. Renee, my queen. Yeah, did you guys like that? I thought the video yesterday was pretty good. I'm pro Grace Papa Josh. Aw, thanks, Mike. Chadwick wins. What? Oh my God, Peter Ferret. Anybody got any last minute things they want to talk about with this? Look, it's all good, baby. You LOL, Bashi. Yeah, I thought it was a fun video, you know? It was a fun video. What's the Gina issue? I don't know, says Bosick. Okay, so basically, she had put some posts online that were considered very inflammatory to some people. Now, to most people, they felt like it was pretty benign. And by the way, like, I can't even say the words, man. Like, we said that we were shadow banned for a week. Not shadow banned, but we were compressed. Like, our views were compressed for a week on YouTube. I saw it in the fucking data, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I do this shit for a living. I know when YouTube's fucking with us. We got put in a YouTube thing just for even talking about the Gina situation, which goes to show you how much these platforms and these companies take that shit very seriously. We did have a video about it. Look up Gina Carano canceled Den of Nerds on YouTube. I think you'll find the video. Essentially, she made some posts. People got really upset. It created a big kerfuffle. Now, my thoughts on that were, it seems like Gina got out of that okay. Didn't seem like it was really a big deal. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But it is possible that she didn't. And that she got a talking to. And that they might have changed things in The Mandalorian because of that. I really hope not. You know what I mean? Mark, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. Enjoy the tower, baby. Enjoy the tower. Y'all seen the tower? They shadow ban my guy Jody all the time. Yep, 100% they do. They do it all the time, baby. Why do people hate Grace? She's gotten a couple really big scoops wrong. This is what's really ironic and funny. There are two big scoops that leave a lot of the community scratching their head. Now, before that, she was actually in some beef with John Campea. I don't know if you know about this. She got in some beef with John Campea, essentially like calling him kind of like a Marvel shill in some ways. And she's very pro DCEU. She also used to work at Marvel. I think she was fired or let go in an unfavorable way. She holds a grudge against Marvel. Grace, don't worry. We will work this out. You and I will work this out. Okay? We'll work it out. But that was kind of like the start of it. And then a lot of people hate her because she talks about representation. A lot of people hate her because they think she's an SJW. And she talks about representation often. It's very important to her. And so there's a possible reason right there as well. So take your pick. Take your pick of why people don't like Grace. Take your pick. At least we aren't talking about Collider. What do you mean? What's wrong with Collider? And she is annoying, says Mike. Yeah. No, yeah. Hey, a lot of people, like Santa says that. Santa, like, sat me down one day and he's like, no, Josh, my boy, you're a good kid. And we love you here up at the North Pole. But if you're serious about this Grace thing, you can't come to the mixers anymore. You can't come to the ball. Her voice is just like nails on a chalkboard for me. Look, Kevin said it. And so that is what Star Wars Santa said. You know? Yeah. Okay. Should we see if we can get Trinity on the line? I don't even know. I haven't even reached out to him. I literally just woke up. Super embarrassing. I'm going to send him a message here and see if he's good to chat. Because we're going to change the pace up and we'll talk about comics a little bit. I can do like 10, 15 minutes with Trin talking about comics. And then we're going to talk about the John Boyega stuff. Which, the John Boyega stuff, that's a big article, guys. Like, that's a big article. I have not read that entire article. But what we're going to do is we're going to watch Star Wars Theories breakdown of it. So we're going to go into a theater. We're going to watch Star Wars Theories breakdown of John Boyega in his article, interview, whatever. Do you think the 2023 movie is The High Republic? Do I think it is? Man, that is such a hard one, dude. That is one of the biggest confusion pieces for me, is that I originally did think, yes, they were going to do High Republic with those movies. Now I am not so sure. Ew, Star Wars Theory. says Andrew Gates. What? You got a problem with theory? Hey, man, you got a problem with theory? We're going to have to step outside of Nerd Vengeance Tower? Look, everybody's got beef. Yes, it is. High Republic is coming. I hope so, Mike. By the way, anybody read any of the Thrawn yesterday? I wanted to get into the Thrawn thing, man, but I didn't have time. Ugh. I knew as soon as Grace, as soon as we saw all those tweets and stuff, I was actually heading to the gym, and I was like, okay, great. After the gym, I'm going to have to do one more video today and squeeze this out. I'm messing with you. Dude, you guys, you're just always trying to trigger me, man. You know? I thought we had, a good thing going on here. I thought that this was a nice, pleasant way to enjoy your mornings, to have some nice streaming and all this stuff. Theory is ... Okay. Jacob's Quest coming from you. That's high praise. October 30th, baby. Yeah. Are we going to try to stay up and watch the first episode together at 3 a.m.? Are we going to do a Nerd Vengers only stream? And a watch party for The Mandalorian on October 30th? Yeah, it'd be fun, huh? All right, I have no word from Trinity yet, so we're just going to keep going with the Star Wars talk, okay, ladies and gentlemen? And if Trin hits me up a little bit later, maybe we could do some comic book chatting. Theory been throwing more shade since he started doing Rule of Two with Collider Dude. Oh, yeah. And that Collider Dude is a friend. Just so you know, the Collider Dude is a friend. I actually chatted with him a little bit yesterday about this stuff as well. And Theory, too, I gotta be honest with you guys. Some of you are not gonna want to hear this, but I love me some Dark Side Theory, dude. Theory, and let me just be real with you, okay? Theory has been, and here we go, I'm gonna start simping for Theory. Let's shift to simp. We're done simping for Grace, now it's time to simp for Theory. Trigger warning. Theory has been a good soldier. Good soldiers follow orders. He has been a huge supporter of Disney. Massive supporter of Disney. The dude got death threats for coming out and saying he really loved Rise of Skywalker initially. He made his fan film, and Disney said, hey man, don't make any money off that. Don't make a goddamn cent. Uncle Bob Iger will be fucking pissed if you make a single cent off this fan film. Meanwhile, we'll let all of these other fan films exist, and we're not going to take legal action. But you, Star Wars Theory, you beautiful chinned, bald-headed man, if you make a single fucking cent off of this movie, we will destroy you. And he played ball. He doesn't get invited to shit. He doesn't get press for anything. They keep him at arm's length. And I know some other stuff that I can't get into, and I know Josh has a lot of shit that he can't get into. You don't know what it's like. I know for a fact that Theory's recent turn to the dark side of the Force has cost him some things, sponsorship-wise, affiliations-wise. You think Disney's playing around? They are not. They are not. I'm giving you the Bernie Sanders. You guys seen this meme with the Bernie Sanders finger? Love it. Love it. Is that the Popeye voice that you're doing? Lavis, I don't know what you're talking about. Listen to me, punk. You listen to me. Everybody better watch After Dark this Thursday. Theory is Grace's source at Disney, probably. You know, for just waking up, this isn't a bad stream, right? We're having fun. All right, here we go. This ain't a bad stream, ladies and gents, you know what I mean? All right. Should we put the chat in here? I think we should. I think you guys should get chatted up. Still have all of your hating on me in the corner. I think that could be fun. Let's watch Theory's video. Let's watch Theory's video. How are we looking over here? You know, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Oh, people are going to get triggered for sure. And here's the, oh shit. Here's the other thing, okay? I have to be completely real with you. And I'm going to be fair as we're watching this because I have not, myself, have not read this John Boyega interview. From what I understand, it's a pretty big interview. It's pretty lengthy. He's got a few things to say, okay? And so I haven't read it. And so I will do my due diligence. I want to read it. I just woke up, so everybody get off my back. And so we're going to watch it. You read the full interview. Terrific, Jacob. Terrific. And so we're going to watch this, and I want to see Trinity. Are you sleeping? Trinity. Are you sleeping? Josh, I'll make a deal with you. All right, man. Hit me. What's the deal? Y'all ready for this? Oh, cool. Yeah, throw the link in the chat again. Thanks, Mike. You're all right in my book. You're my favorite porter, brother. Yeah, here we go. We're going to watch this. Dan, let me know. What's that deal, bro?
Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about something a little more serious. This is going to be an interview that was just released with the British GQ with John Boyega. There's going to be profanity in this video.
Profanity?
There are going to be racial themes in this video, so if you're sensitive to all of that, turn away. But for those of you who want to dive into it and really understand what this brilliant...
I need more coffee. I'm not even memeing. I need more coffee for this shit. Give me 1 second here. If anybody's in here and wants to remind me of something, oh my God, that was a horrible pause I got my man on. Oh God, sorry, bro. Fuck. That is a really low, that is not a good thing to do. From one content creator to another, this right here, this is not what you want. And by the way, if you were to do this for me, God damn, you can catch me in some ugly ass poses for sure.
Man went through.
Here's the point. If somebody's in here can remind me, talk about Loot Crate later. I think we're going to team up with Loot Crate. That randomly popped into my brain, but I want to talk to you guys about it. All right, here we go. Boom.
Keep watching, or go to the link down below, which has this full interview, so you can read it for yourself. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to focus on the parts where he discusses Star Wars, because, well, that's what this channel is all about. So, in this video, we're going to go over a few different things. Now, if you didn't know... John Boyega's character as Finn was complete bullshit. That's not a subjective comment. It is objective. It is the way it is. We all know it. And even he knows it. And that is the theme of this article, this video.
What did he just say?
And the issues. You didn't know John Boyega's character as Finn was complete bullshit. That's not a subjective comment. It is objective.
Okay, here's the thing. I agree with theory, but I don't think it's actually objective, okay? I don't agree with that part. I agree that the character was trash. He essentially goes through the same arc twice in two different movies. In the last movie, even though they give him Force sensitivity, and I was down with that, and I wanted to see where Finn would go, he essentially just simps for Rey all movie and just yells Rey. They really did not do what they should have done with that character. And I think a lot of the people that like the EU... This is a Jesus Christ. This is a Kyle Katarn character. He's essentially Kyle Katarn. Okay? It's Black Stormtrooper Kyle Katarn. And it would have been fucking awesome to see him actually have a decent arc and become a Jedi. Would have been really cool. So
it is the way it is. We all know it, and even he knows it, and that is the theme of this article,
and by the
this
way,
video.
And I don't know what we're about to get into here, so we'll see. Maybe he goes over this in the article. I know for sure that John feels this way. John, no likey what Disney did to Finn. And how could he?
The issues he is coming out with and raising awareness of. Now, there were a lot of things that he had to deal with, whether it was from the fans racially or even from, apparently, what we can see here was Disney racially and what they did with his character. Now, there's a lot of interesting stuff with his life. I implore you to go read this article once again. Now let's jump to what pertains to this video, which is the Star Wars stuff, and him getting cast in The Force Awakens. Well, now enough is enough. Almost after a decade in the business, after the life-changing, overwhelming, and at times stifling reality of operating within the sprawling Death Star of franchise filmmaking, he is just about done abiding by any old rules. As a certain Nigerian boat captain can grimly attest, which, if you read the full article, he almost died because someone tried to scam him for money.
Wow.
John Boyega is not really the man you think he is, and now he is finally ready to let the world know. For Boyega, 2017 was a year thick with opportunity. If capturing the role of Finn in 2015's Star Wars The Force Awakens represented the professional equivalent of an enormous poker win, then this was the period when he effectively staggered to the cashier window with an armful of chips. Having already wrapped Rian Johnson's sequel, The Last Jedi, he also made Catherine Bigelow's Detroit, founded his own company, Upper Room, in order to produce and star in Pacific Rim Uprising, and by spring, he was headlining a revival of a bruising German tragedy, Witzig and the Old Vic in London. In the continued afterglow of that first franchise defibrillating Star Wars film, he continued to notice a stylist he'd hired when he first started.
Welcome to
DraftKings,
Sportsbook, the land of can't-miss offers, where we're celebrating the 101st football
Who would
season by
gamble?
giving
Gambling's
everyone
not cool.
100
doing press, cringing at certain clothes I wanted to go for. The hairdresser, who had no experience of working with hair like his, still had the guts to pretend, and he decided that he could no longer grin and bear it like a grateful competition winner.
Wait a minute.
During the press of The Force Awakens, I went along with it, he notes. And obviously at the time, I was very genuinely happy to be a part of it. But my dad always tells me one thing. Don't overpay with respect. You can pay respect, but sometimes you'll be overpaying and selling yourself short. With the Lucasfilm branded elephant in the room acknowledged, it is even harder to ignore. This is Boyega's first substantial interview since finishing the franchise. His first since last year's The Rise of Skywalker tied a highly contentious, hurried ribbon on the 43-year-old space saga. How does he reflect on his environment and the way the newest trilogy was concluded? It's so difficult to maneuver.
Yeah,
he
the hair.
says.
So, like, is that... I mean, it has to be real, but, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, you're telling me in 2015, Disney can't hire somebody that knows how to work with black hair? Or they don't understand the difference? Is that really possible? Like, the fuck? Anyway.
Exhaling deeply, visibly calibrating the level of professional diplomacy to disc.
Slight just joke here. So if you know what a shape-up is, which most of you white people probably don't, but if you know what a shape-up is, I used to joke with my college roommate all the time that I would shape him up, and he never let me do it, but I always thought it would be kind of funny to do that.
Play. You get yourself involved in projects and you're not necessarily going to like everything. But what I would like to say to Disney is do not bring out a black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise than they are, and then have them pushed aside. It's so difficult to maneuver, he says,
dude.
Exhaling deeply, visibly calibrating the level of professional diplomacy to display. You get yourself involved in projects, and you're not necessarily going to like everything. But what I would say to Disney is do not bring out a black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise than they are, and then have them pushed to the side.
So this is why this is so crazy. Okay, let's go back to The Force Awakens, and maybe they'll talk about this in the article, so maybe I'm jumping the gun here. But do you guys realize, and this is where, like, I know many of us are like, Fandom Men is bad, Ray good, Kathy good, and we see the world through that lens, which, by the way, if you haven't realized, I'm trying to break that of you. part of my goal is to get you to not see things in these tribal social media, let's get triggered lensing, but in a more broad, objective sense. And what I mean is you might have a tendency to view the criticism of the Rey character, or more accurately, the criticism of Lucasfilm's agenda with the Rey character, and you might say, that's not real. That's conspiracy goobly glue coming from people that I don't ideologically agree with. Do you guys know that during The Force Awakens, there was a sequence shot on Takodana, where Finn went absolutely wild with the blue lightsaber and was destroying motherfuckers. And they cut it, and I was told that they cut it because they didn't want Boyega's character to steal the thunder from Rey. That essentially, in some ways, and by the way, Prince, I know many of you guys, many of you want me to do a collaboration with Prince from Urban Acolyte TV. I would love to. As a fellow martial artist, as a fellow open thinking, just person, I'd love to sit down and talk with Prince. 100%. Clip that out and send it to him. But here's the deebly-dabbly. Even Prince talked about this when it first came out. And my man said they emasculated Finn to make Rey look better. 100%. Prince is the type of dude that goes hard on those Phantom Menace people, for sure. And he liked The Last Jedi. But ask him about this exact situation with John, and he will tell you what time it is. They emasculated that character as to not overshadow Rey. Let's continue.
It's not good. I'll say it straight up. He's talking about himself here, about the character of Finn, the former stormtrooper who wielded a lightsaber in the first film before being somewhat nudged to the periphery. But he is also talking about other people of color in the cast, Naomi Ackie and Kelly Marie Tran, and even Oscar Isaac, a brother from Guatemala, who he feels suffered the same treatment. He is acknowledging that some people will say he's crazy or making it up, but the recorded character hierarchy of The Last Jedi was particularly hard to take. Like, you guys knew what to do with Daisy Ridley. You knew what to do with Adam Driver. You knew what to do with these other people, but when it came to Kelly Marie Tran, when it came to John Boyega, you know fuck all. So what do you want me to say? What they want you to say is, I enjoyed being a part of it. It was a great experience.
That's what they want you to say.
No. I'll take that deal when it's a great experience. They gave all the nuance to Adam Driver, all the nuance to Daisy Ridley. Let's be honest. Daisy knows this. Adam knows this. Everybody knows. I'm not exposing anything. He is on a breathless roll now, breaking his long corporate omerta to touch on the unthinking systemic mistreatment of black characters in blockbusters. They're always scared, they're always freaking sweating. And what he sees as the relative salvage job that returnee director J.J. Abrams performed on The Rise of Skywalker, everyone needs to leave my boy alone. He wasn't even supposed to come back and try to save your shit. Even though he also acknowledges that it was an amazing opportunity and a stepping stone that has precipitated so much good in his life and career, he is palpably exhilarated to be finally saying all this.
They're boys, dude.
But to dismiss these words as merely
JJ and John
bitterness
are
or
boys.
paranoia is to miss the point. His primary motivation is to show the frustrations and difficulties of trying to operate within what can feel like a permanently rigged system. He is trying, really, to let you know what it feels like to have a boyhood dream ruptured by the toxic realities of the world. Other directors agreed, and in 2014 he found himself brought into the Star Wars fold by J.J. Abrams. Cue his reveal as a conflicted stormtrooper once known as FN-2187, an absurd attempted boycott, the fourth highest grossing film of all time, and laterally the millions that enabled Boyega to surprise his
Boyega is a whiny baby. Holy shit, Rob. I highly disagree with that statement.
Again,
but you're, of course,
this is another instance when
have your
Boyega
opinion.
seems keen to revise the public record on how something really played out, whereas previously he responded to the frequently racist commentary that greeted his casting in The Force Awakens.
Rob,
with
are you triggered?
Bullishness.
Let us know.
Get
It's
used
okay to be
it.
triggered.
As his since-deleted Instagram response post had it, now he is keen to discuss the lasting psychic wounds that an ordeal like that leaves. I'm the only cast member who had their own unique experience of that franchise based on their race, he says, holding my gaze. Let's just leave it like that. It makes you angry with a process like that. It makes you much more militant. It changes you because you realize I got given this opportunity, but I'm in an industry that wasn't even ready for me. Nobody else in the cast had people saying they were going to boycott the movie because they were in it. Nobody else had the uproar and death threats sent to their Instagram DMs.
I mean, this is true.
Social media
this
saying
is true.
black
this is
this
not,
and black that, and you
inaccurate
shouldn't
to
be a
me,
stormtrooper.
and it doesn't feel like whining to me.
Nobody else had that experience, but yet people are surprised that I'm this way. That's my frustration. All right, so I'm going to stop here, and I want to cut in and say that, you know, I know that there's tons of racism that goes on in the world, but to see it come from within and to see what they did with this character, I mean, we all knew it. We all saw it. It's not like we're stupid. These are things that I've been saying all the time. These are things that I always talk about on Rule of Two with Mark, and Mark has even said that he thinks that Finn was the most interesting character. I mean, a rogue stormtrooper that...
Our first shoe was simple, it was
Shoes?
beautiful, it was, as we say, the right
All
amount of
birds?
nothing.
Actually, these shoes do look
And then
pretty
we
lit.
thought-
Maybe I'll get a pair.
turns into a good guy and becomes a Jedi, becomes a Force user, becomes Force sensitive. That's such a unique
It is
story
a
that
really
we haven't
unique story.
seen
It
before.
would have been dope.
And for them
What
to
the fuck,
clickbait the
Disney?
shit out of John Boyega, out of Finn, with the Force Awakens trailer, with him holding the lightsaber, him doing that for maybe 2 seconds, getting his ass kicked by Kylo Ren, and then his entire character was just reduced to Rey! That was it. I mean, he's an
It's
actor.
real shit.
He's paid to read lines and act a character, and those were the lines that he was given. So what's his fault? There is no fault. The fault is with the directors or the writers who wrote that. And obviously he is tight with J.J. Abrams and keeps saying, I liked how he said, don't blame my boy.
Yeah,
He
I
wasn't
like
even
that
supposed
too.
to come in and save your
It's
shit.
just funny.
Because he knows
Yo,
how
he's
messed
just
up it
too
was and
real.
how they
He's too real. He's too
completely,
flagrant. I love it.
pardon my French, fucked the franchise. It's true. You did. You guys ruined it. And now you got to pick up all the pieces and you got to hire Jon Favreau and you got to put Dave Filoni where he should have been from the very beginning. And now you got... Oh, God. I got so much pent-up frustration with this stuff.
He really
Because I got
does.
my own stories about things behind the scenes. Nothing like this, you know, but I mean, just shady
Yo,
shit
I know
like
a
this.
little bit of what he's hinting at
It's
here,
just so
and it's so
weird.
real. It's so real.
It's so
Like,
weird, especially from a
he
company where you think
he
everything is so
lost some
all-inclusive
shit.
and
That's
this
what's
and
so
that.
fucked
It's
up
like,
about it. Let me
why
pause
would
it.
you
Let me
use his
pause it.
character?
This is what's fucked up about it. He has played ball throughout the whole run of Disney Star Wars so far. But because he won't 100% bend the knee and just shill the whole way, and because he will approach subjects like this or things that are more controversial and he wants to be more open with his fans, Disney has literally taken things from this dude. That's all I can say about it. And I think it's fucked.
And you look at that poster, which was a big Twitter thing, the North American one versus the Chinese one, and you see the complete difference. And John Boyega shared it, and he's like, "Why am I this tiny little
Where even
character
is he on the?
in
Okay, I
poster,
found
whereas
him.
in the North American one, I'm a proper size, according to my role." What is this? And you clickbait the crap out of me with the lightsaber and the poster. It's like just to be pushed aside at the very
Yeah, it's
end.
pretty fucked.
This has got me pretty riled up. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Please go read the full interview down below.
Okay, so we're gonna call that there, and yeah, let's just chat about it. I want to see what you guys have to say, and of course, like the thing is, and I think you guys know this by now, but if you don't, if you're new here or whatever, everybody's allowed to feel however they feel. I'm not gonna belittle somebody. I mean, I might meme on you a little bit, but I'm not gonna belittle you for feeling however you feel. We can just talk about this. So let's just break into Q&A and get to talking about this whole situation. See what you guys want to say. You know what I mean? What's on your noggin there? What you thinking? What you thinking, ladies and gentlemen? And let me get just a little bit of tunage on for us here. Okay. MJ is his boy. I think he meant JJ. Set him up, and Adrian Johnson is... Wait, what? Damn, dog. Spell check. Spell check equals MCU. What's up with the green badge? Fuck. Good question, Josh. I'll get that fixed today. Promise. I promise. I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed today. Should be an easy fix. Green badge is on the way. The last trilogy was the best. Silent Smurf, without being rude or whatever, like that is, I think, a minority opinion. I really don't think many people feel that way. I want to see more Boyega. Ooh, green is, dude, and we talked about Green Lanterns yesterday. Whoo, baby. Can't wait for the green. Coachella Coastal says, read the full article. Boyega was 100%, 1,000% on point. I believe it. I believe it. Just don't have the same people write and direct movies. Yeah, that's fair. Last Jedi sucked. Finn should have been a Jedi. I agree that Finn should have been a Jedi for sure. Boyega for Jon Stewart, maybe. Some people, or he came out online about being like Jason Todd, and at first my gut level reaction was like, nah, man, he can't be Jason Todd. And then I thought about it, and I was like, he could be Jason Todd, and he could be a really interesting Jason Todd. I think that would actually be kind of cool. So, Jon Stewart though, he could be Jon Stewart, man. I really want Idris, but he's already isn't he already? Yeah, he's in Suicide Squad, right? Yeah, I'd like him as Jason Todd for sure. Star Wars has always been, obviously, predominantly white. I think Disney attempted to use Finn as an object to show fans they weren't racist, says Hail the Grib. Yeah, I think there's some truth in what you're saying for sure. It's a weird thing. It's funny because they... And I say this all the time, and not everybody agrees with me, but like these companies... They're not, like, if you're one of those people that thinks, like, they want to put ideology out there and they just so strongly believe in their morals that they want to put that shit out there, that ain't it, Chief. Like, in my opinion, that ain't it. In fact, even when we were watching DC Fandom, it was such, like, an enlightening moment for me, right? Where Jim Lee is literally talking about how they have market research that tells them, market research, numbers, data, things they paid for, that tell them that there are fans out there that value the representation, that value some of the things that they're trying to push. They actually do it for chasing trends and for making money. And so this is where it comes in. It's like some people say, oh, they put John Boyega in that movie because they wanted a black person in Star Wars because they care about representation. They put Daisy Ridley in as the lead because they wanted a woman in the lead of Star Wars because they care about representation. No. Like, fucking no. No. They did it because they felt like it would win them over more fans in certain demographics, and on the whole, love that expression, on the whole. Whew. On the whole, they did it to make money. And how do you know? Because for them to put John in and then to hide him in the Chinese posters because, and by the way, this is a whole nother thing and I don't want to get too deep on this, but like, why does China have such problem with Africans? Like, I don't really understand that. And from what I've researched, it's not always been the case, but like, Chinese, like, if you go back and read some of those reviews of, like, the Star Wars movies, whew, very disturbing stuff. Very disturbing stuff. So I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, it's like, they put John in there because they think they're going to get, let's just call it what it is. They want more brothers and sisters in the fucking theaters. They're trying to make more money. But when it comes to China, they know that's not the play, so they'll alter it. It's all about money. It's all about money. Al says, gotta run with y'all, but we're gonna get into this shit on After Dark. 100%, dude. Lavis and Al, I assume, are gonna go there tomorrow night. Man, I love After Dark. I love the chemistry that these two dudes have, man. It's good shit. It's good shit. Good shit. But yeah, that's, here's what it is. So the question is, will this change? Are the future Star Wars movie projects doomed because of this treatment? I just want things to get better, says Norin Rad. I am with you. I want things to get better as well. I think it is important to, because I got to be honest here, like I think it is important to sort of break down this fan divide and these lines, because believe it or not, like, man, I think it's just important to break down some of the illusions with this stuff and just call it what it is, so that we as a fan base can't be as easily manipulated. Like this kind of gets into some of that stuff that I want to eventually talk about on my other channel, which I'm not ready to do yet because we have a lot of work to do here at the Den before I can feel comfortable launching that other channel. But like, essentially, one of the things that social media has done is make it so we are way easier to control and to incite. So because these things come across vectors that are actually not only designed to get you angry, but to go to the base of your brain stem and get you to act in a lizard brain sort of way. That's how they're making it super easy to control and to do all this sort of stuff. So we need to break these things down. And in order to do that, we need to have nuanced conversations about these points. It's not sexy, but it's very necessary. You know what I mean? And even in this conversation, I mean, look, we've had people getting upset. We've had people saying that John Boyega's whiny. We have all these different ideas, all these different opinions, all these different things that people are feeling or talking about. Yo, let it out. Let it out. This is a safe place. We are not going to judge you, damn you, ostracize you because you have opinions, feelings, emotions that are inflammatory. Let it out. Let it out. But only by maybe stepping there, going across that line, being inflammatory, being triggered, can we then maybe take a step back and realize what happened to us. You know what I mean? What do you have to say about the October 30th release without a trailer yet to show for it? I mean, it's a really interesting thing. I mean, look, a lot of people want to say Grace is completely full of shit. There's nothing going on with The Mandalorian. Well, then my question to you is, where the fuck's the trailer, dude? Where's the trailer? Where's the conversation about the trailer? What? Giancarlo Esposito has done more to hype up The Mandalorian than Lucasfilm. Corey and Noah from Kessel Run Transmissions have done more to hype up The Mandalorian than Lucasfilm. The music is so annoying. I'm out. Brother, if that's your hang up, please leave. If the music is too much for you, leave. See ya. Bye-bye. Music's annoying. I'm out. We should turn it up. We should jam now. You know what I mean? I was wrong. I shouldn't have called him a whiny baby. Rob, you're not wrong. You're just expressing a feeling, a trigger, an emotional response to something that's going on. There's a lot layered in there, but Rob, it is fucking okay, bro. You understand? It's okay. Like, you're in the club, bro. Like, come on in. Fucking get in here. You know? I want you to be able to say that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good, baby. You understand? Oh, yeah, I trigger everybody. And I get triggered, too. That's the deal. That's the deal, guys. That's the deal. We keep it 100 over here. We're keeping it a buck. Let's see what Freeman says. There are 5 black people that work in my office of 200 plus people. They have used my photo to push diversity, so I understand 100% what John was saying. It's bullshit. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I've had long conversations with Al about this. Man, like, it is such a... There's stuff that I think... man, I don't want to get too deep on this. I don't want to go too wild on this. But I would just say that, like, everybody's coming at these things from, like, their own perspective. And I think it's healthy to take a step back and try to explain the perspective of other people and explain that, you know, there's no monolith for any type of person or any community. You know what I mean? There's no monolith. Like, we're all just people. We're trying to figure it out, right? But, yeah, like, that shit, dude, that shit's real. And it's like, let's just talk about it, man. You know, let's just figure it out. It's all good. The connection between Rey and Ben was amazing. One of my few favorite parts of Star Wars, no matter how I feel about the sequels. Andrew Gates, I'm right there with you, dude. I'm right there with you. I love Rey and Ben's connection. I love it. And I love Ben Solo as a character. I thought it was great. Yeah, Josh and I'll take walks in the park and talk over picnics about this. Dude, all the time. With masks, of course. Thank you, Lavis. Thank you. Dude, look at Lavis, man. He's learning. He's learning how to play the game. Give him the lawyer talk and whatnot. My man. Josh, you are awesome. I used to watch. Been a while. Great content. I'm usually at work when you go live, so I catch the replays. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. And, hey. This team is awesome, guys. We got an incredible team. And we've got an incredible base, man. Like, the people that come hang out here every day are genuinely good people. Good human beings. 215 watching, but not enough likes. Hey, you guys do me a little favor and drop a little bit of likeage on the vid? That'd be great. That'd be great. Josh, avoid my trigger words. Skinny Batman, Ray's twins, and Gavin. What's up with a low like count? Hey, look, dude, I get that shit too. I don't usually like vids. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be someone I really like. And again, too, like, I bet many of you, it's just a click away. It's just, that's not where your brain is at. You're not thinking like about that. So that's why we say, hey, reminder, if you could like the vid, that would be great. Mind you, though, JJ is his boy. He still had him do the Rey thing, right? Bozeman wouldn't have gone along. Wouldn't have gone along. I'm sorry. Hang on. Wouldn't have gone along with that shit. It's possible. Look, John was in a tough spot with that as well, and so was JJ. And A&M. God damn, the generosity. Holy shit.
Just showing support.
Thanks for the love. We'll be able to actually feed Chet for the week now. So, damn. Thank you. Very nice. Look, he's in a tough spot, okay? And now that he's got the bag, he can actually talk a little bit more openly about this stuff. But, like, JJ's under a lot of pressure for that film. John's under a lot of pressure for that film. Lucasfilm's under a lot of pressure for that film. Look, it just didn't come out the way it should have. It didn't. There's a lot to love in Rise. There's a lot I love in Rise. But, like, it just doesn't, it didn't. I'm seeing so many conflicting takes on the interview. This fandom is a mess. Jacob's Quest. With all due respect, the world is a mess. Have you looked outside in 2020? And again, I go back to the whole social media thing and like us sort of like our brains are kind of broken. Like, is it really so surprising is it really, really surprising that this kind of an interview is contentious? No, if anything, it makes perfect fucking sense. And it just is going to be like, did you really think this was gonna, you go outside? Barely. Clearly. Look at my pale ass skin, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. This was obviously going to be, this isn't the fan base. This is just the world. You know? And our job as Nerd Vengers and Broke Vengers is to just try to be a little bit better, man. Try to be a little bit better. Just a little bit more compassion. A little bit more understanding. A little bit more humor. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like. That's what I'd like to see. You're pretty intolerant? I'm intolerant of intolerance. Therefore, very intolerant. Thank you for this conversation. Been waiting for this. Sizzy's house says that. Thank you, man. Didn't Elvis sing a song about a little more understand down? Something like that. Leafy is here, says 2020 is a bad word now. R.I.P. Leafy. I agree. Compassionate humor, understand, peace, love. For sure, man. Josh, you in the pocket today, brother. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Appreciate it. A little less conversation, a little more action if you please. Quit singing, says Brian Bufka. Oh, I read that wrong. Please sing more, says Brian Bufka. Warm up the pipes. Warm up the peeps. Warming up the peeps. I'm just playing. So I've kind of made it my side quest to keep bringing up Ezra until DC finally says something. Sorry if I bring it up too much. No, you're cool. Look, here's what I don't... Oh, thank you, Bashti. Thank you. Here's my thing about the Ezra thing. Look, right is right and wrong is wrong, dude. Like, I get it. And I get personally being bothered by that. If you're personally really bothered by that, dude, and I assume you're in America, but this is America. Speak on. To your heart's content. Speak on. And I'm going to try to do my due diligence and not forget about it. It's a weird situation. It's a weird one. I don't know what that... I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking over there. You know what I mean? Gotta go. Gonna sit and wait for the Mando 2 trailer. It might be a while. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. Be well. The internet also has freedom of speech. So, yeah, and a lot of countries have freedom of speech as well, for sure. It's not just America. But, Josh, we're all supposed to think the same thing. Otherwise, we're a messed up fandom. That's not inflammatory at all, Justin. You know what I can't wait for? Oh, fuck. This is what I need to talk to you guys about. Okay. Guys, I think we're going to work with Loot Crate. Do you guys know what Loot Crate is? Loot Crate? Anybody? Loot Crate? Hello? I think we're going to work with Loot Crate. A lot of companies hitting us up, a lot of different thing that we, yes, it's crap boxes. Yeah, for sure. So, a lot of different companies. I actually think the reason I want to do Loot Crate, they've adjusted. They took a branding thing, and they're kind of coming back now. I think Loot Crate would be cool because I want all that nerdy swag. And if you're a fan of nerdy swag and things like that, it might be sort of a cool way to sort of inject some cool nerdiness to our life. Maybe we'll do like some unboxing vids. I was also thinking of like different places in the tower where we'll have like Loot Crates hanging out, Loot Crate stuff, etc., etc. Sly, my man, I gotta call you today, Sly. Sly, listen to me. Look, Sly, are you listening? I love you. I hope you're okay. And I apologize about not getting back to you yesterday. I will get back to you today. I hope you're doing okay, man. Stay strong. Okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna work with Loot Crate. So, just want to let you know about that. Yeah, we all need more junk we don't need. Amen, Ralph. Amen. Did Trinity come on? No, he did not. And I hit him up on Discord. And no word back from the man. No word back from Trin. So I don't know. After this release date, what's the chances we get the trailer soon? I mean, hopefully really soon, dude. Like, come on. Like, apparently, yeah, so hopefully we get that trailer soon because, yeah, October 30th. I mean, we're coming right up against it here. And by the way, like, we knew it was going to come out in October, and we had 3 options. Beginning of October, middle of October, and the end of October. It being put at the dead-ass end of October is like... Pff. Anyway. Kevin says, so I started coming here for the Star Wars and DC content. Once Marvel picks back up, are you going to go away from that stuff? I ask because your member stuff is very Marvel-based. Is the member stuff Marvel-based? Oh, okay. So you mean because it's like the Nerd Vengers and stuff, and that feels Marvel-based. So it's meant, and we're going to have like DC stuff in there as well. So no, we're not going away from DC. We're not going away from Star Wars. Once Marvel picks back up, we will be covering a lot of Marvel. Marvel, in a lot of ways, built our other channel. But yeah, we're pretty much a DC channel now, as Renee says, for sure. To answer the question is yes, says Ryan. No, man. So we got DC Tuesdays. As much as we can on Tuesdays during the stream. On Tuesdays, I go over DC stuff. Mondays, it's Marvel Monday. I like to go over Marvel stuff. Star Wars Sunday, I like to go over Star Wars stuff on Sundays. Now, the news, because it's been so light, does not always align with that, but we will always, or at least try to, cover those things on those days. I'm just ready for Star Wars to pick back up. Me too, baby. Dan, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll up to see your deal. I'm going to try to find it. Dan the man. Dan the man. Where you at, Dan? Where you at, bruh? Where you at, bruh? I don't see it, dude. I don't see it. Can you just throw it in one more time? I'll look for it. I'm sorry. Just throw it in one more time, Dan the man. I'm sorry. I'm loving your weird energy this morning. It helped to wake me up. Hey, glad to hear that, Patricia. Glad to hear it. How about Fantasy Fridays for Middle Earth-like stuff once it gets going? I'm down to talk about all that stuff. Look, here's the deal is YouTube is so weird and it's restrictive. It's restrictive. In what you can talk about, basically. But the streaming channel is fun because of the streams, like we can talk about whatever we want. You know what I mean? Like we can get it going on whatever we want. Who's watching TV these days, though, regarding the Mando trailer? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand what that means. Sorry. YouTube got me banned. Dude, Leafy. Please, bro. You knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. I don't know what that... Anthony, sorry, Strader. I'm not super familiar with what you're talking about there, man. Sorry. You stream everything? Hell yeah, man. He's going to get distracted with this Boyega stuff? What you mean? Didn't Mando have an initial release date of October 8th? It also doesn't look good for Disney to release a trailer less than a week before one of the major actors died. That's fair. You were part of the inspiration for our channel, so it's good to watch again? Aw, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. TV in general is on the decline. Do you think Lucasfilm will look to other mediums to release trailers? Yeah, it's possible. You watched the Duncan Trussell JRE yet? So good? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I don't think I've seen all 5 hours. I watched more of the back half, actually, when they were really getting fucked up. Like, when they were really fucked up. And it was incredible. It was incredible. Norin Rad called Galactus because you didn't read his comment earlier. What? Huh? Oh, okay. The actor who plays Iris West be in the Snyder Cut. Do you think they'll be recast in the movie or still? I thought they already announced that character was recast for The Flash. I thought. Yo, Dan the Man, where's your comment, bro? Where's the deal? Where are the terms? Throw the terms in the chat. I'm really curious. I want to know those terms. I think everyone is forgetting Jon Favreau is the one in charge of Mando Season 2, not understanding the worry. Well, look, there's a lot of reasons to potentially be worried. You miss all the juicy comments? Fuck. My bad. My bad. Do we have any information on when the Mando trailer comes out? Nope. No info. I must ask this. Why do people clickbait when it comes to the Mandalorian Season 2? You already know the answer to that, dude. Why do you clickbait anything? To get clicks. Not sucking up here. It's people like you, in theory, that are keeping fans together. Respectful discourse is the only way to have the right change. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it is in the name. What actor from Star Wars died? No, they were talking, Chris, they were talking about Chadwick, and they were talking about like a Disney actor or whatever. Yeah, Justin, I'm with you. I think Mando's going to be dope, dude. And I also think and I don't remember if I said this in the vid yesterday or not. Maybe I edited it out. But like my thing is, if the show flounders a little bit because of its own ambition, I'm good with that. I don't need it to be this clean, clearly concise, like beautifully put together show. Like I don't need it to be fucking Legion. You know what I mean? I don't need it to be that. I just want dope Star Wars. So like if it goes crazy and then people are like, well, we're kind of missing our tone here a little bit. Oh, you called off Galactus? Thank you, Norin. Appreciate that. Yeah, ambition is better than safe for sure, dude. For sure. That's probably why you and I like episode 9 as much as we do, Justin. Because I respect that ambition, but I also know JJ did puss out on some stuff, and I wish he wouldn't have. So what are we going to do when we find out Gideon is from House V? Get really excited, that's what. Oh, he saw that shit now, didn't he, Norin? Goddamn right. Then they can see fan reaction and course correct. Yep, 100% agree on Rise. Anakin should have been there. Dude, for sure. For sure, bro. For sure. Oh, my God. It's so weird that people aren't taking my opinions as facts. Oh, Jacob's Quest. Oh, jeez. Are we getting a third season of The Punisher? Wasn't there already a third season of The Punisher, or no? We're not getting any more of the Netflix stuff, if that's what you're asking. Nope. No way. Josh already called off Galactus when he turned down Fortnite. Yeah, for sure. And you know what else, too? I'm not super mad about it, but we talked about this. I talked to you guys about working with Fortnite, and many of you were like, nah. Many of you were like, nah. And now, some of you are all pumped about the Avengers stuff, you know, blowing up the Discord, talking about it. God damn it, guys, don't you know that we could have done that? But y'all were like, no, I don't know about that. And I agree with you, too. What? Got to charge the phone? Hopefully you'll find the deal comment when I come back? No! You got to put it back in there. You got to put it back in the chat. Dan the Man. I can't scroll up that much. I am playing as the Silver Surfer with Hulk hands in Fortnite right now. Yeah. Sounds fun. Would have been cool to officially work with them on that. But, Trev, you were like, nah, it's stupid. Do you talk to your fans on Discord? Yeah, I do, but like they'll be real with you. I'm not super great at it. I'm not super great at the communications with... I'll occasionally hop on there, argue with Trev and shit. And I try to be active on there, but I'm not very good at it. I don't know if you really were or not, Trev. Just roll with it. What is Discord? Can somebody explain Discord to it? It's why I'm here. Yeah, for real. McQueen! Single parent gamer, what up? What up? How you doing? What up, what up, what up? Rob says, Josh, do you think Ghost Rider shows up in Multiverse of Madness? I do, and I do think that would be really cool, man. I think that would be cool. Hey, Josh, hit the chat logs. I dropped a question in 2 minutes in the episode. Wait, what? Oh, what? Did you drop a super chat? My bad if you did. Sorry. Holy shit. I cannot. I mean, it's just too much. Just trying to scroll through it. Too much. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like a group chat thing or whatever. In my video about the John Boyega situation, I suggested that The Last Jedi might not be perfect. Feel like I'm gonna catch some heat for that. Pfft, please. I mean, you might from certain people, and I get what you're saying, but like at this point, if we like, it just kind of blows me away that we can't just see it for what it is. There's a lot of stuff in that movie that I absolutely love, and it's one of the most frustrating movies of all time because it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful of a film, and there's some really cool stuff that's going on there. The problem was that Ryan wasn't reined in at all, and he just went crazy, and it's like it is literally just like what oh my god, why am I blanking on dude's name? The dude that voices Darth Maul? Why am I blanking on his name? Fuck. You guys will let me know in a second here. But it's just like he said. It's just like he said. Ray Park. It's just like he said. It felt like Sam Witwer, thank you. It's just like somebody that didn't do their homework on Star Wars. Like, I question how much of a true Star Wars fan Rian Johnson is. I do. I question it. That movie could have been, that movie could have been, and especially riding the hype of Force Awakens into that film, if they had just tightened a few things up. No mom joke at the beginning. Luke Skywalker doesn't get defeated, isn't a coward hiding on an island that let all this bad shit happen, doesn't go to strike his nephew down. Just tighten up a little bit of stuff. Mary Poppins scene should have been just a little bit different. Canto Bite, cut it out completely. What the fuck was that doing in there? Fix it up just a little bit. And we would be in a completely different place right now as a Star Wars fan base. You know what I mean? Star Wars Santa says, I love The Last Jedi. I like it way better than any of the prequel movies, but I'm not a prequel fan. Yeah, totally fair, dude. Totally fair. We've talked about this before. I love the prequels. And Sith, Revenge of the Sith, is my most watched Star Wars movie. Like, literally 8 out of 10 times, if I'm throwing Star Wars on just to watch, it's Revenge of the Sith. 100%. This is the best season of Fortnite, says Jordan. Thanks, Jordan. I feel really good about not working with Epic Games about it now and missing out on all that. Thanks. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate you. I am the Senate. Yo, that movie's great. All right, guys. Are we going to call it? Is Trinity streaming? Is Trinity mad at me? Is Trinity, like, all fired up? Doesn't look like he's streaming. Is Trinity okay? I hope so. Yeah, man. Let's go another hour then. I'd love to, Renee. I really would. But we gotta knock out some vids. There's some other stuff we gotta work on. Justice League 2, Man of Steel 2. I would love it, dude. I'd love it. Someone teach his ass how to use Discord. That's what Bashti's for. Bashti is in there to be more of a in between. She's really good at that. How much money will the Snyder Cut make? I'm not sure. I am not sure. I did not play Kakarot, other than a small demo I played at New York Comic Con last year. Looked cool though. Do you think the David Ayer cut will happen? I do. I actually am very confident that it will happen. Yeah. More money than New Mutants. For sure. For sure. All right, everybody. We're going to call it there. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hearing me out on this. Look, we got a really great community. Except for that guy that didn't like the music. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You guys are awesome. Much love to you all. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.